VO2 Max is the single greatest predictor of lifespan.
Lately, I've been seeing this everywhere. VO2 Max. I'm 33, which means I'm getting old. So if VO2 Max is going to tell me how long I'm going to live, I want to know. VO2 stands for volume of oxygen, and VO2 Max is the maximum amount of oxygen your body can use when you're working at your limit. So the higher your number, the stronger your engine. Or at least that's the theory. But do I really need to know how much oxygen my body is consuming to know how long I'm going to live? Let's go find out. So if I pass out, what's the protocol?
We had a little bit of what we call the slingshot.
You can do this, you've got this, let's keep pushing.
When we do like a direct snapshot of what's going on inside your body, there's no more guesswork.
So we're going to Peak Center for Human Performance here in Ottawa. They're also a testing center and training center for Team Canada and a lot of professional hockey teams as well. There's so much stuff.
I'm Samuel, this is Samantha, and we're going to be doing your test today.
What exactly is a VO2 Max test?
So I'm going to be increasing the weight on the bike every 3 minutes, and you're basically just going to be pushing for as long as you can. Me and Samantha are going to be pushing you, and even when you're at your end, we'll be here, and then we'll get a VO2 Max score, which shows you how much oxygen you're pushing around your body to your muscles.
The 3 key things they measure are heart rate, oxygen intake, and blood lactate levels.
My watch gives me a VO2 Max estimate.
Okay.
What is that based on?
The watches seem to be sometimes overestimate, sometimes they underestimate. But the most accurate way to get a VO2 score is to actually have the mask on.
Mine says currently 57.
We'll see what it compares to on the data.
Before getting on the bike, I got fitted with a heart rate monitor and a rather uncomfortable mask.
I was born in the dark.
I've never done anything like this before, and I was getting pretty nervous.
So I think we're ready to go if you are.
This is fashion. Things started out nice and easy, and I could see the computer tracking my breathing and heart rate in real time, which was really cool. As I kept moving up the intervals, I was definitely starting to feel it.
And then I'm just going to take the lancet here, squeeze the finger to get some blood at the end.
At least getting my blood samples actually wasn't as distracting as I thought it would be.
And we're 1 minute into this stage. How are we feeling? Perfect. So we're moving up in 20 seconds. Are we good to do so? Perfect. 30 seconds till we move up. Let's keep pushing, okay? You've got this. Really strong here. You've got this. We're stopping. Keep pushing if you can. We're good. No worries, Mimi. That was really good here. And I'll get that mask off you as quickly as possible. Nicely done.
That's so hard.
Nice.
I feel like I was kind of mentally prepared for it, but then as soon as it ramped up, I was definitely not mentally prepared for that. I've been wearing my Garmin smartwatch every day for about a year now. It's given me things like my steps, resting heart rate, sleep score, training readiness, and of course, VO2 Max. Have I done anything with all this data? Not really, but I might if I actually understood what they all meant. Right now, my watch says my VO2 Max is 57, and if I had to guess, I think it's overestimating. But we'll see. So it's been 2 days since the test, and they have the results ready. Let's go see. Hey.
Hi, Mimi. How you doing? I'm Ken.
Good. Nice to meet you.
Over the next hour or so, Ken went through my results in detail,
Here and go through everything with you. Have a seat.
which were all based on my personal data and what was captured when I was biking 2 days ago.
My job here today is to make sure we go over all the columns, make sure you understand what all the numbers mean.
I wear a Garmin watch. I got it last year.
Okay.
And so it's giving me all this data, but I actually have no idea how that impacts my health and fitness. I don't know how to interpret it.
I mean, a lot of the watches and so on, they use estimated formulas. When we do like a direct snapshot of what's going on inside your body, there's no more guesswork. And so the goal of the reason why we took blood and the reason why you were breathing into a metabolic cart is to get all this prescriptive information.
I didn't just get a VO2 Max score, but also things like my heart rate and power zones. And for all you training nerds out there, how many carbs I'm burning every hour at each zone.
Nowadays, it seems like everybody and their dog has created their own zone systems, and it's 1 to 3 or 1 to 7 or 1 to 10. And so everybody's got their own. So you got to be a little bit careful when you read something or you listen to a podcaster that says zone 1, 2, or 3. They don't necessarily interpret their zones the same way that we do.
There's so many blogs and podcasts out there. Like, I just listened to one from Andrew Huberman who said that VO2 Max is the #1 indicator of health and longevity.
Do you even agree with that?
Well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, it's certainly one of the markers, but sometimes VO2 max can be a little bit overrated. Like sometimes as a cyclist, pushing a higher amount of oxygen is not necessarily always good. You want to become more efficient and not have to push as much oxygen. If we're talking about a sedentary person, yeah, sure, we want a higher VO2 max. There's no doubt about it.
And how much does genetics play into it?
Well, there's definitely parts of it are that as well. But I always say, I mean, I don't think I've ever met anybody that's reached their genetic potentials.
Well, that was pretty cool. I learned so much from that. It's crazy how different the VO2 max is on my watch versus what they actually got in the lab. I came into this project thinking that VO2 max is the one number that is the main indicator of my fitness and longevity, and that regardless of circumstance, the higher the number, the better. So it kind of blew my mind to learn that for a particular effort, a lower VO2 max can actually be an indication of efficiency, which is a good thing, which really goes to show that numbers out of context aren't super useful. Having wearables is such a great way to get more information about your body, and even if some of the numbers that it gives you are just estimates, if it motivates you to get out and move and to work towards a goal, that's a good thing. Let me know in the comments what metrics are important to you, and I'll catch you in the next one.